What's going on, guys? It's a Louis G Sports Take. If it wasn't obvious before then, it is now. The receiving core the Buffalo Bills have just isn't cutting it for Josh Allen. Last Sunday against the Texans, Allen had a career low 9 completions on 30 passing attempts. It's also the lowest by any QB on at least 30 passing attempts in the last 30 years. It was atrocious. I mean, we had guys not being able to create any separation, not being able to have many catches. No receiver was over 2 receptions that day. And folks, when you have your receiving core collect a total of 26 receptions on a combined 61 pass attempts in a 2-game stretch, when you have a top tier level QB in Josh Allen, you know something is wrong here, folks. This really just shows how lackluster this receiving core is, aside from Khalil Shakir. And obviously, folks were telling me, Louis, what'd you expect? This is obviously something the Bills were going to struggle with after they moved on from Stephon Diggs and Gabriel Davis. I went into this saying, I think Josh Allen can work fine with these guys, and it seemed to be working well against the Cardinals, Dolphins, Jaguars. He did a good job of getting the ball out to them, utilizing his feet more, working well with James Cook. But, considering that the Texans, they had a top 5 ranked defense, Allen's also had a good career against top 5 ranked defenses. He's 9-2 against them since 2020. But when you have that kind of performance, it really just shows that something is wrong here. And, I was telling people, I think Allen can do good with these guys because look at Brady and Mahomes. Brady won 6 Super Bowls in New England, and he didn't have any top-tier receiving talent aside from Randy Moss in 2007, and also from Rob Gronkowski. He won a couple of Super Bowls with him. He didn't win any with Moss. And last year, Patrick Mahomes, he won his 2nd straight Super Bowl on a team that led the league in drops. But looking back on it, those guys didn't need to be top-tier receivers. They just needed to be serviceable receivers that could fit into the clever playmaking that Brady and Mahomes had with their respective head coaches. This is obviously something we're not seeing from Josh Allen and Sean McDermott. Sean McDermott's definitely not doing well with his play calling. That's probably the same case with Joe Brady. They've underutilized Coleman, Kincaid. They definitely underutilized Curtis Samuel. He hasn't been a huge factor at all this season so far. We're still waiting on that breakout performance from Dalton Kincaid. Keon Coleman, I still think he's got a lot of potential with his physicality. He can really be a guy that could win one-on-one battles. I was just reading an article saying that the Bills should try this route where they, instead of having him try and get the quick passes, check downs, or back throws, instead try and have him go down the field. Try and have him engage in those one-on-one battles. Let him win and use his physicality to his advantage. What he doesn't make up for in speed, he can work for his physicality. And, I think it's definitely something that he is capable of. It really just shows that the Bills need to revitalize and look at the talent they have and figure out, okay, how can we better utilize these guys based on what they have? Or the better option would be this: go get an above average receiving talent. Don't get a long-term fix. Make a quick trade for the rest of the season. Maybe try and go for Cooper, T. Higgins, Devontae Adams. I don't view those guys as long-term fixes, but I think they could be quick short-term fixes. And let us see what happens in the offseason. The Bills, they're going to come into a pretty good salary cap, and obviously they're going to need that money to fix way more than just their receiving core. They're definitely going to need to fix a lot more their receiving core, but that's a discussion for another day. But ultimately, you have to figure out a way to give Allen a chance to work with a receiving core that's better going to be suited for who he is, better be suited for who these guys are, or go get an above average talent that can give Allen a breath of fresh air, someone new to work with, and really get this offense going, get them down the field and better manage their time of possession. This has been a Louis G Sports Take. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe to me on YouTube. Check me out on TikTok and Instagram. You guys can comment your thoughts down below on what you think, what the Bills need to do going forward. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.